Hey guys, Zach here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be changing the LEDs on the speedometer gauge. I'll also be changing on the Aircon control panel. I've actually ripped it out, so I'll just explain to you guys how I did it. I just decided that it would be better if I did a video on this because I've removed this panel. As you guys know, I've stripped out the whole interior and I'm cleaning every single thing. So while cleaning it, I realized that this, if you look closely, there's holes right through them. See? Hello. These holes are actually the LEDs, and I realized like, oh, okay, I have extra, and you know, I might as well just plug them in. I bought a bunch of LEDs from Shopee last time. They don't cost much, you know, they're like $1 ringgit Malaysia. So I bought all type of LEDs, T3, T4, T5, T10, every single LED I can think of. I actually bought them, but all of them are white. I never really bought any different color because, well, I don't plan to make the interior into rainbow color and stuff like that. So yeah, so to remove this is actually very simple. You just gotta remove the center cover. There'll be one screw down below, and then two screw when you open up the ashtray compartment. There'll be two screw, and you just pop everything out and just remove this. There'll be 4 screws. See here, 4 screws. And to remove this cover, it's just a clip. You can see here. See, there's just clips that are holding it. So you just pop out the clip, and you have access. And just twist this LEDs, which I'll show you guys later how it's done, and you straight away can change the LED. It's fairly simple though. I think all the cars in the 90s use this kind of LED. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys now how it's done. Alright guys, so basically these are the LEDs. It's fairly small. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's fairly small. I don't think you gotta make sure that you plug in and then check on your car back if it's all wired. As you know, T10 and all these kind of bulbs, you gotta keep switching it around to make sure that the polarity is correct. So I brought something longer and flathead, so it's easier to do it. Alright, I'm gonna do the bottom one first. Go. Put it inside there. Sorry if it's a little bit dark, guys. I'm doing upstairs. Alright, turn it until you find it and clips it on both ends, left and right. Alright, push it in and make sure it clips inside. And there you go. That's about it, I guess. That's a locking mechanism, but this one, it doesn't really hold, it just locks a little bit. You can't really go far with it. I'm not so sure if you guys can see, but yep, yeah, you see gauge. So I'm gonna put the other one. So you gotta turn it clockwise to lock it. You can't lock it anti-clockwise, you gotta lock it clockwise. Alright, when the bulge is in, just push it in and give it a nice turn and make sure it's locked inside. Alright, maybe the next one. Turn it. Make sure the notch is in and turn it to lock. Oops, it's not locked. Alright, so it's locked. push this one in and then lock it. sometimes it doesn't want to lock, which is quite annoying, and you risk chances of tearing everything apart. Okay, this one locks. I don't want to use a flathead that is too sharp, because if it's too sharp then you're just gonna like start cutting through the bulbs. Okay, this one's okay. I even have extra 4 more. Last time I bought 10, which I thought it would suffice, which thankfully it did. Okay, push it in and lock it in place. Right, there you go. All done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of it. It's fairly simple though. Fairly simple. Oh, before, once you remove this cover, right, to remove the front plate access where the buttons are holding and everything, there'll be 3 screws. 1, 2, and 3. So you just gotta unscrew the Phillips bolts and you have full access to it. I'm not so sure how to change the LEDs on this. It's a green LED. This one I think is the recirculation button, and this one is the headlight release. So yeah, I found this tutorial on SAU. So it's a Nissan Skyline group for most of the Aussie community. So yeah, everything looks good. Just gonna double check, triple check, make sure that the bulb, told you. Pretty sure one of it is not properly tightened. So I'm going to tighten it back. This thing is not holding properly though. I'm going to use a screwdriver instead. I didn't really want to use a screwdriver because I didn't want to punch in through the LEDs. Looks like I have to. Alright, through the hole, give it a nice thin, and that should be okay. I'm going to give a nice thin to every part of it. You want to make sure it's tight there, guys, because if it comes loose, yeah, it's gonna be a big issue to actually remove it again. You gotta remove every single part. I mean, it's not that hard, but you don't want to keep removing this part all the time, right? So boost test, G-force test. Yep. All right, now it's tight inside there. Alright, doesn't fall off on impact as well. But not so sure what I can put here to make sure that it doesn't fall out again. Basically, you don't really have to remove this cover to remove the bulb, but sometimes it gets stuck inside there because it's old. Basically, you just have to turn the notch and it will just fall out. But yeah, sometimes it's old, it's already stick in there. The original one you can just keep twisting it and it will hold into it. So I removed this plate cover so that way I can push the bulb out manually and it just pops out easily. And yeah, alright. Alright, now I'm gonna show you guys how to do the speedometer ones. It's fairly simple though. Make sure that don't scratch it. Alright, so the bulbs you want to change on the speedometers are the T10s, the big one. I don't really want to mess with the small ones. I think this T5 or something. This one is basically like your ABS, your 4-wheel drive, high car sensor, whatever, and signals and stuff like that. So yeah, you don't really want to mess with that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 bulbs. I'm not so sure this one is what. Yeah, I'm not so sure as well, but let's just leave it be, I guess. Yeah, so I think this one is probably for the speedo as well. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, you need 7 T10. I've already changed it before. Alright, just going to make sure that I remember the side. Alright, so this one is facing up. So you want to make sure the polarity is right. So as you can see, I've changed to this side, and as you can see, it's fairly long. This LED actually pretty long. It's bright, it's really bright, but it's not so bright that it's glaring. As you guys know, you can't really adjust the brightness on the speedo and stuff like that, unlike current new cars you can. So yeah, it's really nice. All you have to do is just do this and pop it back up. Just gotta be careful, and then turn. That's it. Simple as that. Fairly simple though. Alright guys, so before we test it out, I realized that the camera didn't really capture the whole entire speedo. I'm so sorry guys, I don't have the accessories for the GoPro Hero 9 yet, only for the 8. So this one, this one, this and this. It's basically just the big caps. Alright, those are T10s, and the small ones are, you know, all the small you don't really want to use. You see, like this one, it explains like, oh, this is a 4-wheel drive, this is the belt, this is the oil temperature, this is the exhaust, I guess, this is the door to inform like if the door is open and stuff like that. This is your high beam when you flash high beam on. This one doesn't really indicate, but I think this is the fuel gauge, and this is a fuel warning light, I guess, when it pops up. That one inside there is ABS, which yep, I don't have the ABS running. So yep, let's go test it out guys. Hey guys, alright, so I've hooked up the speedo and the AC. I know if you guys realized from the previous video, I'm already dismantling every single thing in the car, in the interior. Doing a cleanup, the workout, the wirings and stuff like that. You know, I'm going to like wrap it with Tesa tape and make sure everything is clean, and label them as well for what wiring is what. That way in the future, in case anything, I'll be able to, you know, diagnose the issue much more easier. So I've hooked up the power lights. So as you can see, I'm not so sure if you guys can see, but yeah, speedo is working much more nicer though now. So I'm not so sure if you guys can see, but yep, you can see it's white, and you can see it's not crazy bright in daylight. In night it wouldn't really be there. Only problem is I only got 3 of the bulb correct, so the other 3 polarity is all upside down. So I'm gonna swap this out real quick and I'll show you guys. Hey guys, alright, so I've just temporarily just hook it up like that so you guys can see much more clearer. I'm gonna on it, and there you go. I know it's a little bit hard because it's daylight, but the white LEDs are there. Well, I'm gonna just move this thing real quick, and ta-da! There you go. It wouldn't really look sorry, there's a hazard light. So yeah. Everything looks nice, so everything worked well, and that's how you do it guys. Fairly simple and looks good. Looks good. Hey guys, alright, so that's basically about it. That's all the LED I could think of that's in the interior. There's nothing really much lighting in the interior though, except that and probably your CD player and the gauge cluster. There are small LEDs in the interior of the car, like certain area like where your keyhole is, right? There's a small LED to indicate that when you open up the door card, it will display like, oh, that's your keyhole there. So yeah, but that apparently is not working, so I'll just probably buy those LED diode. Hey guys, sorry about that. I had a call. Alright, so that's about it, guys. I will be doing the soundproofing as well in the next video. So I'll be taping all the wiring as well. I'll be removing certain wires that I don't really require, like the alarm system. Yeah, the alarm system, I'm going to change it to a new one, a better one with a GPS locator and a kill switch as well. Basically, a kill switch is a switch that you hide somewhere in the interior. That way, basically, once there's a kill switch, you know, it doesn't matter even if he bypass the ignition and everything or whatever, because the kill switch is what kills the ECU. So when it kills the ECU, I mean, it cuts off, it wouldn't kill it. When it cuts off, there's no way he'll be able to really start the car unless he pull up some wiring and redo the wiring from the ignition and provide source to the ECU and stuff like that. But basically what it does, it cuts a certain like, you can set to cut the crank angle sensor from the ECU, so that way he has to make sure to wire up the crank angle sensor, which will take him time to actually do it. And all the wirings are going to be Tesla tape, and all the wirings on the ECU is going to be sealed properly. That way he can't just simply, you know, I want to make sure no one steals the car. So, but I'll definitely not do video on that, guys. I hope you guys understand. It's for safety and security reason. You know, I don't want like, okay, you know. So yep, that's about it, guys. Thank you so much for watching always, guys. I really appreciate it. Do like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Ciao, guys.